Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Hi students, good afternoon to everyone. This video, one of the endocrinal gland, but it is a somewhat of little bit special gland. Why I said special gland mean? It is a pancreas. Pancreas is a mixed gland. Why it is mixed gland? That mixed gland functions what it is, what hormones are secreting, what enzymes are secreting. This and all we will be discussed in this video. Let me start today's video session. See students, pointer place pancreas. This pancreas is a mixed gland. The same pancreas we discussed in digestive system time also. But in the digestive system time we discussed it is as exocrinal gland, not endocrinal gland. This is a topic chemical coordination and integration. Chemical coordination and integration tells about endocrinal part. Endocrinal glands onwards chemical secretions, that nothing but hormones. Okay, enzymes also chemicals, but the function is different. Okay, so just recall the previous digestive system topic regarding the pancreas. One more time I will be recall here. So let me start topic pancreas. Pancreas is a both exocrine and endocrinal in function. What is the endocrine and exocrine? Differentiation you know. Exocrine means which are the glands containing with ducts. Those glands we call as a exocrine. Which of the glands does not contains ducts, so directly vomiting of their hormones or chemical substances into the directly in the bloodstream, those we call as a endocrine. Correct? So here pancreatic one of the part act as a exocrine and then some of the portion is act as a endocrinal part. So that's why it is a dual role. So simply we can consider into that it is a mixed gland. So enzymes also secreting by the exocrine and hormones also producing from the endocrinal part. So that is a mixed function. Then where they are located? As usually I said now, from the top to and bottom of our body, the endocrinal glands are located in the different zones. Okay, that pituitary gland is a head region and pineal gland also head region, and thyroid, parathyroid in the nearby the neck region, and then this is the next level. I mean below the diaphragm in the stomach region, these pancreatic we will see. So the location, it is an elongated organ located posteriorly to the stomach. The stomach structure, the digestive system time stomach structure you see now. So that stomach structure kila posterior side it is located. Okay, then pancreatic part. These pancreatic parts, two major parts basing on their function itself. Already based on their function, based on their secretion, we consider into the two parts. Correct now? So based on that only I divided into the two parts. One is a exocrinal part, another one is a endocrinal part. Here just I didn't write here, but you know, just I will be recall about the exocrinal part. These exocrinal part play an important role in the digestion wise. In the digestive system time, what we seen, this is the second largest gland. Correct only na? Pancreas is the second largest gland and it is also called as a mixed gland. Okay, situated at the place of the U-shaped duodenum place. Where they are located? U-shaped duodenum places. Here also simply I said posterior stomach. Here statement based questions may be there, or maybe confusable answers, MCQs like. What is the mean? pancreatic is located at posterior to the stomach, that is option A, and pancreatic is located at U-shaped duodenum, between the U-shaped duodenum. Which option is correct? I mean, A, B, C, D are there, A, B and both A, B, like that. So here that two statements are correct. So that should be remembered. Different conventional way also you should be remembered. And then here the exocrine part we call as a pancreatic acini. Pointer place paranga. Pancreatic acini. This pancreatic acini onwards one fluid will be produced. That fluid we call as a pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. Sinana acini part, exocrinal part, that exocrinal part onwards pancreatic juice will be produced. That pancreatic juice contains several enzymes. That several enzymes play an important role in the digestion of protein, carbohydrates and then fat. What enzymes they are producing? That pancreatic juice, what it is contained? Trypsinogen, that is inactive form. From the trypsinogen onwards trypsin will produce. Chymotrypsinogen onwards chymotrypsin will produce. These two are protein digestion. And then next carboxypeptidases and pancreatic lipase. Carboxypeptidases carbohydrates digestion, and lipase these and all fat digestion. See these three words we know, nana. Chymotrypsinogen you know, and trypsinogen, that is for proteins digestion. And then later carboxypeptidases for carbohydrates digestion, and pancreatic lipase lipid digestion, fats digestion. That is the thing. Along with that DNA, RNAs also is there. DNAs and RNAs. That DNAs, RNAs both are digested to the nucleic acids, DNA and RNA. Okay, that is about exocrinal part of the pancreatic. Now come to the endocrinal part. Here these endocrinal, in the total pancreatic parts, I mean weight, the only 1 to 2% of the part belongs to endocrine. That much of small part also play a very most important role. What is that we want to see? See these endocrinal part we call as a islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans. Don't confuse nana. Here one word it is somewhat of always confusing to hear, that islets of Langerhans. These islets of Langerhans, Leberkuhns, that in which place mean Brunner's gland, intestinal glands time we seen crypt of Leberkuhns are there. Crypt of Leberkuhns are intestinal glands. Here islets of Langerhans. Leberkuhns, Langerhans, something little bit confusion is there. So more focus. Islets of Langerhans is the endocrinal part. In the total pancreatic is only occupying the 1 to 2%. The endocrinal portion of the pancreas of the 1 to 2%. The two main cells are there. This contains the two main cells. It containing with the two main cells. That one type of cells we call as alpha cells, another type of cells we call as beta cells. Alpha cells and beta cells. As alpha cells onwards, it's secreting glucagon. It's secreting glucagon. That glucagon we call as a hyperglycemic hormone. Hyperglycemic. Hyper means more. Correct now. Hyperglycemic hormone. Now question, interrogative question or normal question, why glucagon we called as a hyperglycemic hormone? Remember it. Okay. And then next B cells, another type of cells in the endocrinal part, that B cells producing the insulin. Now these insulin generally we know maximum sugar patients are suffering with lack of insulin. Okay, whatever reason I will tell. See here, these insulin we call as a hypoglycemic hormone. These try to understand the differentiation between these two words. Alpha cells producing the glucagon we call as a hyperglycemic, and then insulin we call as a hypoglycemic. What is difference? Hyper means more glucose
and then hypo means less glucose. Okay, remember it. Explanation time the concept you will be know. See, these glucagon secretes the glucagon secretion in the response to the hypoglycemia. Sir, what is the meaning of hypoglycemia? The hypoglycemia mean low glucose levels. When our blood facing the low glucose levels, such a condition we call as a hypoglycemia. The action is mainly on the liver cells and hepatocytes. Liver cells are nothing but hepatocytes na. Okay. Then that start to glycogenolysis. This is the time to explain one important thing. In the normal time, what you take in food, you are not only you, what we are taken food, after digestion, that food maximum it containing with glucose. Maximum it contains with glucose. That glucose, how much amount our body is required, that much of amount our body utilizing. Remaining glucose totally it is stored in the form of glycogen. In the animals reserved food glycogen. In the 11th standard, this year first biological classification time you seen, correct na? You studied that one. So glucose converted into the glycogen. Here it is a basic theme. Now I will explain what is the glycogenolysis. Glycogen is there na? Glucose converted into the glycogen. Now that glycogen to converted into glucose, breakdown of the glycogenolysis. Okay, glycogenolysis is nothing but glycogen lysis of the glycogen. By lysis, what it will form? Glycogen converted into the glucose. Okay, on the last class, adrenal gland discussion time, on the time we discussed about glucocorticoids. That glucocorticoids we called as a life-saving hormone. Eduk life-saving hormone? It stimulates when our body having the low glucose levels. That glucose levels when it is blood glucose levels are fall down, automatically non-glucose particles onwards glucose production will be there. Okay, here that non-glucose particles onwards glucose production we call as a gluconeogenesis. Correct only na? See, I think so. As like that adrenal glucocorticoids, how it will work, this also the same work. Here it start to stimulate glycogenolysis and gluconeogenesis. Here glycogenolysis mean the reserved stored food, that carbohydrate stored food in the form of the glycogen, that glycogen converted into the glucose. What about gluconeogenesis? Gluconeogenesis means other than glucose substances. Here what we are taking other than glucose substances, we are taking along with the carbohydrates, proteins we are taking and fat we are taking. That proteins digestion after it will become a amino acids, and then fat it will become a glycerol and fatty acids. Now that glycerol and fatty acids are fat onwards and proteins onwards or amino acids onwards, they are converted, they are producing the glucose. That process we call as a gluconeogenesis. Why these gluconeogenesis or glycogenolysis step which happens? Reason, our blood glucose levels are fall down. Our blood glucose levels are fall down. When our blood glucose levels are fall down, such a situation we call as a hypoglycemia. Glycemia indicates glucose, hypo means low. Correct only na? Now, by this hypoglycemia, these alpha cells are stimulated. By stimulation of the alpha cells, glucagon will produce. These glucagon production wise, what already we have the reserved food, whether that is a glucose food or maybe other than glucose food, storage food, it is converted into the glucose. What will happen, sir? The slowly blood glucose levels will come up, okay, rise up, okay. So the glucagon rise up in the glucose levels in the blood from the hypoglycemia condition onwards. So that is the reason here glucagon we consider as a hyperglycemic hormone. Hyper means more kada, hyperglycemic hormone. So hyperglycemic hormone, why we kept that name? It is increasing the glucose levels in the body blood glucose levels will be stimulated or increasing by these glucagon. So that's why we are considered this is a hyperglycemic hormone. That means hyperglycemia converted into neutral. The neutral means low glucose levels will become a rise up to what is the levels requirement to our body to maintain the sustainability. That is about alpha cells and glucagon. Okay, then come to the point, next one, beta cells. Beta cells, these beta cells onwards, which hormone is producing? Insulin hormone is producing. These insulin hormone also called as a hypoglycemic hormone. I think so you got the point. Why here glucagon we consider as a hyperglycemic, why here insulin we called as a hypoglycemic hormone. Okay, these insulin word is a very more familiar to present generation people, because of all the people especially in India is a worldwide top number 1 position in the who are affected by the insulin patients. More number of insulin patients from our country because of our food habits, or maybe sometimes they are considered as it is a inheritable also. Okay, especially the major chances it is a food problem, not heredity. Okay, so whatever it is. Now here these insulin, what it will do, what is its function? So let's following here, the regulate that these insulin regulates that normal glucose levels in the blood. What meaning? Here our blood always want to maintain some glucose levels. Any fluctuation came in, these insulin will be playing important role. See, now when you are taking food, when we are taking food totally, the food digestion after the carbohydrates digested in the form of glucose. Now that glucose after lunch, very more level of glucose is present. More level of glucose levels are present in blood. So for example, think it, for 500 ml of glucose is essential for our blood. Okay, maybe after lunch our blood containing the 800 ml. Now how much glucose quantity is excessive? 300 ml glucose is more excessive, correct only, na? Or grams, ml or grams, whatever it is, for measurement wise I am using. So which is the excessive levels of glucose levels are there, that is converted into the glycogen, that is the insulin function. So always insulin function should be maintained the glucose levels. Okay, so whether you know or doesn't know, the patient, I mean sugar patients, those persons after breakfast, before breakfast they want to check glucose levels. That will be tells about random analysis. Okay, how much before fasting, how much it is there, after taking breakfast or lunch, how much glucose levels are there. So based on that only, whether tablets wise it is curable, I mean not curable, we can control it na, or directly insulin hormone want to take in the form of the injection, that want to decide, doctor will be decide. So whatever it is, now come to the point. So insulin is regulating that normal glucose levels in the blood. It mainly act on the liver cell. This is also act on the liver cells. Why it is act as a liver cell mean? For example, we are taking more glucose containing food, I mean carbohydrates. Now that carbohydrate food, excessive carbohydrate food digested after, that glucose changing into the other glucose particles also. Other glucose particle, nothing but they are converted into the fat. Okay, so maybe conversion it will take lot of time, even though it is more important in for the storage of the food. So liver only maximum important role the storage food. Okay, so here liver is a playing important on the glucose metabolism. Glucose metabolism, that glucose metabolism means the glucose molecules onwards glycogen formation, or glucose onwards lipids formation, fat formation, or situationally now the fat onwards or proteins onwards again glucose formation. Just now here we seen gluconeogenesis other than glucose particles onwards. So totally in the liver these beta cells onwards insulin to show their effect on that liver cells and adipocytes. Adipocytes means fat cells kada. So these cells situationally it will be forward step or backward step. That means always maintains that glucose levels in the blood. Then next point, increases the uptaking and utilization of the glucose by the body cells. It stimulates our body cells, then that our body cells are start to utilizing glucose levels. Okay, that means if excessive glucose is there, that excessive glucose or not only excessive glucose, what are the levels are necessary, that levels glucose also utilizing by the our body parts. That only glucose only by the oxidation it will produce the ATPs energies, that is a functional chemical energy that will be useful for our regular activities. So that is also stimulated or increasing by the uptaking of utilizing of the glucose by the body cells. And next point, glucose taken up by the hepatocytes and skeletal system, adipocytes. Nothing but what I wrote here, that only here one more time I wrote. Okay, they given, I mentioned here glucose taken by the hepatocyte and skeletal muscles and adipocytes. And finally reducing the levels of the glucose in the blood. In the blood glucose levels reduce aichana, what it indicates? Hypoglycemic. So here this insulin reducing the levels of glucose in the blood. So that's why we consider as this one hypoglycemic. It is increasing, glucagon is increasing. I think so both are counter current. That means this one glycogen onwards storage food onwards it will glucose will produce. Here glucose onwards storage food producing. So both are opposite steps, opponent steps. So that is about our pancreatic. One more time I will revise very fastly. Paranganana, pancreas is a exocrine and endocrinal in function. It is act as a mixed gland because of both secretions, enzymes and hormones also secreting. It is located at the organ, located in the elongated organ at the posterior to the stomach. Okay, and then or else in the digestive system wise U-shaped duodenum, in between the U-shaped duodenum also it is present. Pancreatic containing two parts, exocrinal, that exocrinal acini, that exocrinal acini onwards pancreatic juice will produce. That pancreatic juice play an important role in the digestion of proteins and carbohydrates, fats. The enzymes you know, trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen and carboxypeptidases. Then RNAs and DNAs also is there, that is a nucleic acid digestion. Then come to the point, basically our theme is endocrinal. That endocrinal part containing we called as a islets of Langerhans. The total islets of Langerhans occupying the only 1 to 2% of the total pancreas, very less portion is occupying. So these endocrinal islets of Langerhans consisting with two different type of cells, alpha cells, beta cells. Alpha cells are onwards glucagon will produce, beta cells onwards insulin will produce. Glucagon also called as a hyperglycemic hormone. That means increasing the levels of the glucose levels in the blood. Okay, and insulin we call it the hypoglycemic hormone. That means it is decreasing the glucose levels in the blood. Okay, so that is the reason we should not take excessive insulin. We means who are the affected by the sugar disease. So those persons should not be take excessive insulin by the injection. If they take mean automatically it will reduce the our blood glucose levels. Over reduce it will create the insulin shock. Insulin they will fall down. The insulin should be balancing or maintain the blood glucose levels at particular levels. That is the main significance. I think so now you got the understand the significance of the insulin. So that's why lack of insulin, we are all suffering with one disease that is diabetes mellitus. Disorders time about this disorder I will explain. Up to now we completed about hypothalamus gland we completed, and pituitary completed, pineal gland after thyroid, parathyroid, and thymus gland. Last video class adrenal gland. This video I explained about pancreatic. Still one more, two important glands, but that is located different organisms that individual sex, male and female, that is gonads, male gonads and female gonads, ovaries and testes. This one next class I will be explained. Thank you.